Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The Bloodline was embarrassed by Roman Reigns following his return, but Jacob Fatu's involvement helped the faction take out the original tribal chief. On the latest episode of SmackDown, Solo Sikoa promoted Jacob Fatu for his actions by taking the WWE Tag Team Championship away from him and giving it to Tanga Loa. The Samoan werewolf will be focused on being Sikoa's personal enforcer going forward, but he did not look too happy about relinquishing the title. So without further ado, let's take a look at what could happen next with the Bloodline. Following the events on SmackDown, Solo Sikoa has been very dependent on Jacob Fatu since the Samoan werewolf debuted in WWE. He ambushed Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and Randy Orton all by himself on the night he showed up in the Stamford-based promotion. Also, the Bloodline was only able to take out Roman Reigns because of him. The Samoan werewolf may gradually realize that Sikoa is not a powerful tribal chief and decide to stab him in the back. After all, Fatu is the one who has been carrying the Bloodline on his back. He may decide to leave the new Bloodline after the group loses a potential War Games match to Roman Reigns' Bloodline at Survivor Series later this year. Jacob Fatu had teamed up with Zilla Fatu, the son of WWE legend Umaga, on the independent wrestling circuit so he could bring his cousin to join his Bloodline. There are a lot of other wrestlers like Lance Anoa'i and Jacob's brother Journey, who could also ally with him. Solo Sikoa has temporarily gotten rid of the Roman Reigns problem, but the original tribal chief's next return is inevitable. After being outnumbered by the Bloodline, he is expected to come back stronger. It is possible that Reigns would return with Jimmy Uso and Paul Heyman, and eventually reunite with Jey Uso and Sami Zayn as well. The head of the table on his own is a big problem for the Bloodline, and when he reunites with his old stablemates, he will cause a lot more trouble for the self-proclaimed tribal chief. This could lead to Sikoa adding more members to the Bloodline before Reigns returns. One of the new members of his group could be Hikuleo, the brother of Tama Tonga and Tanga Loa, who reportedly signed with WWE. Another potential name that could join forces with Sikoa is Zilla Fatu. Both men's admiration for the late great Umaga could lead to an iconic alliance. When Roman Reigns returned at SummerSlam, it seemed like WWE would book a singles encounter between him and Solo Sikoa at one of the premium live events in 2024. However, it does not look like the match will happen anytime soon. The match card for WWE Bash in Berlin is seemingly finalized, with 5 bouts set for the show. The Bloodline will probably not be a part of the show, as Triple H usually books 5 matches for smaller PLEs. According to recent reports, the Stamford-based promotion is planning to have Roman Reigns vs. Solo Sikoa at WrestleMania 41. So the match will likely not happen anytime soon, because the company would want the first encounter between Reigns and Sikoa to happen at the show of shows to make it special. Jacob Fatu did not look very pleased after Solo Sikoa gave the Samoan werewolf's title to Tanga Loa. The enforcer has subtly hinted at betraying his tribal chief in the past, and it seems like WWE might be heading in that direction based on the events that occurred on SmackDown. If Fatu betrays Sikoa in the near future, they may feud from the end of the year until the beginning of the road to WrestleMania 41. This could delay the Roman Reigns vs. Solo Sikoa match as well. WWE could give the self-proclaimed tribal chief a big win in his potential rivalry against the Samoan werewolf before the rumored encounter against Roman Reigns at the grandest stage of them all. The original tribal chief could then defeat his cousin at WrestleMania to regain the Eula Fala. Solo Sikoa said on last week's episode of SmackDown that he would acknowledge Roman Reigns if the latter got back the prestigious necklace. If the former leader of the Bloodline regains it at the Showcase of Immortals, Sikoa will have no choice but to acknowledge him again. In the world of professional wrestling, few storylines have captivated audiences as profoundly as the saga of the Bloodline, featuring Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Solo Sikoa. With the recent news that Roman Reigns vs. Solo Sikoa has been postponed until 2025, it opens the door for new dynamics and possibilities within this family-centric storyline. Let's explore 4 predictions for the Bloodline's future following this announcement and the potential introduction of a third faction within the narrative. 1. The emergence of a new Bloodline member. With Solo Sikoa on the sidelines and the tension between him and Roman Reigns simmering, it's the perfect time for WWE to introduce a new member to the Bloodline. This could be a cousin or even a sister, someone who can either serve as a bridge or exacerbate the existing conflict. This newcomer could bring a fresh perspective to the group, potentially siding with either Roman or Solo, creating an exciting dynamic. Imagine a younger talent like Jacob Fatu, a known cousin of the Anoa'i family, stepping into the ring. His arrival could shake up the hierarchy within the Bloodline, forcing Roman to rethink his leadership and perhaps even challenge his supremacy. This development could lead to compelling storylines and high-stakes matches, elevating the drama surrounding the Bloodline. 2. A face turn for the Usos. With the postponement of Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa, there's a window for the Usos to reevaluate their position within the Bloodline. Historically, Jimmy and G Uso have followed Reigns' lead, but this could be a turning point where they realize the toxic environment they're in. A face turn for the Usos could resonate well with the audience. They could stand up against Roman's authoritarian rule, arguing that family should not be about fear but about loyalty and love. This could lead to a heated rivalry, not just within the faction, but also against Reigns' opponents, potentially culminating in a storyline where the Usos reclaim their legacy as tag team champions while breaking away from Reigns' influence. 3. Solo Sikoa's rise as a solo star. While the postponement of the match gives time for story development, it also allows Solo Sikoa to build his character further. Instead of being solely defined by his ties to Roman, Sikoa could embark on a journey to establish himself as a formidable solo competitor. WWE could craft a narrative where Sikoa grapples with his identity, caught between family loyalty and personal ambition. This internal conflict could be portrayed through vignettes where he trains alone, seeks guidance from other legends, or even enters into a mentorship with a seasoned star, exploring themes of self-discovery and resilience. This journey could culminate in a face-off against Reigns, where he stands his ground, not just as a family member, but as an individual in his own right. 4. A power struggle that spills into WrestleMania. With all these dynamics at play, it's reasonable to predict that the Bloodline will culminate in a massive confrontation at WrestleMania 2025. The build-up could revolve around the tension between Roman, Solo, and the Usos, leading to a multifaceted storyline that captures the audience's imagination. The narrative could evolve into a faction war, where each member of the Bloodline rallies supporters, creating a compelling storyline of loyalty, betrayal, and family ties. The main event could feature a match where the winner claims the title of head of the table, adding stakes to the rivalry. This could be an innovative way to blend the elements of drama and athleticism that WWE is known for, making WrestleMania 2025 a truly memorable event. Conclusion. The postponement of Roman Reigns versus Solo Sikoa has opened up exciting possibilities for the Bloodline storyline in WWE. With the potential for new characters, shifting allegiances, and dramatic developments, fans are in for a thrilling ride as these narratives unfold. The next few months could redefine the faction and its members, leading to high-stakes moments that resonate with audiences and create lasting legacies in the world of professional wrestling. As WWE navigates this intricate web of family dynamics and power struggles, one thing is clear: the Bloodline is far from done. The future looks bright, and the potential for a third Bloodline or new alliances will only serve to enhance this already gripping saga.